All right, we continue with this story that we're tracking. The Public Servants Association is planning that one-day stay away today. It says it will take further action if government doesn't come up with a better pay offer. The union represents nearly 250,000 of public servants. Our reporters Heidi, Giokos and Manqoba Mchunu are tracking how the strike is going along and joining us now. Good morning to the both of you. Perhaps to start with you, Manqoba, I understand that you are at a Home Affairs in Randburg, but it seems as though it's business as usual today.
Well, certainly, Fundo, from what we're seeing here on the ground, it does appear that it's business as usual. In fact, I'm just going to step out of shot and ask my colleague Mohammed Kladi Waliteng just to give you a sense of what's happening here. We're seeing, of course, some of the residents, coming in their droves this morning. It does appear that none of the work here has been disrupted. We know, of course, that the offices opened around about 8 o'clock this morning, and they've been open to the public. And I can tell you, Fundo, that even at the car park here, we can see quite a number of vehicles that are here. It tells you that many of those residents, and people that will come here at the Home Affairs offices are here this morning. They are being serviced inside that particular office. And we are seeing also just on the different departments here, of course, that there is, the applications office, there's the collections office here at the Home Affairs department. There's a passport section as well. But all of those sections, Fundo, from what we are seeing, are fully operational. And I guess it speaks to what we heard earlier on from the Department of Public Services and Administration, where they're saying that they're expecting less of an impact as far as this strike is concerned. And they're saying that it's not in terms of Section 77 of the Labour Relations Act, which means that there cannot be any disruptions to public service in these particular offices or public offices. And so they're saying that there are contingency plans. They are only expecting PSA members to be part of that stay away. And of course, they're saying that as far as they are concerned, the stay away and the pickets that are going to be taking place here are only limited to lunch break pickets, to tea break pickets. So they're not expecting a total closure of some of these facilities. And I can tell you, Mfundo, that from what we're seeing here, it certainly doesn't appear that there is an impact, a greater impact as far as that is concerned. So we're still going to be moving, though, just to look at other various departments. But from what we're hearing at this particular point from the Home Affairs Department is that there have been no major incidents reported. There have been no workers that have been prevented either by striking workers from coming into these offices. And from the regions, from the different regions, as well as the different provinces, they are saying that their reports so far indicate that, it is all systems go and workers are working today.
All right. So it's clearly in terms of Section 69 where these remain just pickets, like you say, in between their lunch hour and tea breaks. Let's actually now cross to Heidi Giokos, who's out in Pretoria for us. Heidi, we can see their number of members have already gathered. What is happening currently?
Yes, indeed, in Mfundo, we are here in Pretoria, where you are seeing Public Service Association members gathering. They will be marching from the Home Affairs Department to National Treasury. I think the demands are very similar to what the members are asking for across the country. But I want us to get more perspective on what the plan is today and what's really being asked for here. We are joined by Yanni Oosthuizen, who is from the PSA. Thank you so much for your time, Yanni. We do appreciate it. Just firstly, tell us what your plan of action is today. It seems as though you are getting the numbers in. People are gathering. Are you expecting more, and what's your plan moving forward?
Yes, definitely. We're expecting much more. People are still from Rustenburg. We just checked. People are from Mpumalanga and Polokwane. We're waiting for them. So we are expecting about between 10 and 15,000 people to pitch up today. And we are marching for today to the National Treasury to hand over a memorandum on our demands that was given to the employer. They only offer 3%. We want 10%. We moved down to 6.5%. We cannot allow an insult of 3% to our employees. On the lowest level, it means 261 rand a month before tax, before medical aid, before pension has been deducted. So we cannot allow such an insult to our public servants employees. They need to have a decent increase. They also need to live, look after their parents, look after their people. They cannot do it with 261 rand a month. Definitely not.
I want us to speak about the statement that was released yesterday by government. They have indicated that you must stick to the rules of picketing, and it should be done between tea time and lunchtime, and members that are essential services such as health and correctional services are not allowed to picket. Has this put a damper for you in terms of wanting more members and getting a stronger message across to government?
No, well, we don't think the essential service employees that's not here will damn the spirit. They are with us in spirit, but the employer is not actually knowing what the law states. It's no wonder they are negotiating the manner that we're negotiating. We are not here in Section 77. We are here in a Section 64 1D strike. It's not a picketing in terms of social economics. It's a march, it's industrial action from labour because of the deadlock that was reached. And all employees are allowed to participate once there's a deadlock, once a certificate of non-resolution was issued. So the employer's tactics will never damn our spirit and will never damn this march. And we call on all our members, on our COSATU unions as well, to join us in unison and show the employer the might of the unity of labour.
Have you been explained to by COSATU why they have decided not to join you on this march?
No, we don't think they've decided not to join us. They have processes, and we respect the processes. And we know that there will be further plan of action. This is only the beginning. We know that the employer is very arrogant. We will give them 7 days. If they do not respond in 7 days, we will proceed. We will proceed in intensifying our actions, and it can go up to a month plus. That we will shut down the entire country. So we're taken aback that they are not here today, but we understand the processes and the mandating, and we still want to call on to them that wherever they are, join us wherever in the national-wide, in all the country's provinces, that they come and participate, because it is against the attack of collective bargaining that we united. It's not only about the 3%. But it's an attack on collective bargaining that's enshrined in the constitution of this country. And the employers trampling on that constitutional right by implementing unilaterally. Last year, they didn't want to implement, but when they have received a majority signature of the unions, they've implemented. Why now all of a sudden that there's no majority party that want to sign, now they implement unilaterally? It's an insult, and we really regard that as arrogant of the employer.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. That is Giokos from the PSA. And I think what's important to Mchunu is that the numbers are coming through. You are seeing members coming through from the PSA, and they will be marching from Home Affairs here in Pretoria to National Treasury. And as you heard, they wanted over 10%, and now they've opted for 6%, which they still are not getting from government. What's important here also is the fact that government has come out saying that it's a no work, no pay basis. So the workers that are here that are supposed to be at work will not be paid for today because of this picket that is happening.